And welcome to Saturday afternoon hockey from Mankato, live at the Mayo Clinic Health System Event Center. That's a mouthful here in Mankato. Playing in the home of the Mankato State, or the Minnesota State, I guess we should say, Mavericks, for a rematch. As I was saying last night, a rematch between the Mankato Gold Squirt A team against the Eden Prairie Squirt A team. A rematch from the New Hope Classic championship game where the Mavs had it 2-1 over Eden Prairie. And I know that our guys are chomping at the bit for a rematch here. And so we get it this Saturday afternoon, fine Saturday afternoon, nice sunny day. Not as cold. I think we're done with that cold snap. Going to be a nice week coming up. And so we are excited to be down here in Mankato and invited to play at a nice arena here. Sure beats Rink 3 at Eden Prairie, I'll have to say, but then you got to live in Mankato. So there's pluses and minuses to everything, I guess. I expect a really good matchup here. Mankato playing really well. They're ranked like number 9 or 10 in the state right now, with a record of 17-6-0, going up against our Eden Prairie boys. Just notched their 17th win last night, handily over Waconia. So this will not be that game. This will be a game where we need to play as well as we can to come away with a victory. Victory number 2, hopefully this weekend, out of a 3-game weekend here. Tomorrow we're over at the Bloomington Ice Garden, big, for our debut game there in the newly remodeled arena. And so, fun weekend of hockey ahead for these guys out here wearing black. On the bench, Bianchi, Christian, and of course Berg. Let me tell you, Tom Berg has stepped up this year. Last year he was a goalie coach, but you know what? He also was a really good puck pusher. And this year I would argue that he's probably Coach 1A maybe, Coach 2A I guess I should say. He's really upped his game. And so we're proud of Mr. Berg for stepping up this season. Brian does his thing too, and everybody's happy about that. And missing today is Evan. He has got some child number 2.0 duties today as well. So we have the bench covered. So as we get underway here in Mankato, Mankato already drops it into the Eden Prairie zone. Down low behind the goal line, shot out to the high slot, and a shot just goes wide left. We were commenting this morning when we got here that there's a lot more room behind the net than normal, although we don't believe this is an Olympic rink, just from the width. So it's a little bit longer. A little bit about the same size or dimensions side to side. So, if you were curious. So we got Crosby Richards, player of the game yesterday. Brings it over to Decker Stubbs. Stubbs with a shot wide left. Back to Unke. Unke suiting up, feeling okay today. He did not play yesterday. He went out on the ice, suited up, and then decided he was not going to play. He injured his ankle at school yesterday afternoon. Someone fell on his ankle, and it was looking pretty black and blue and swollen yesterday afternoon and evening. So he took the night off, smart. And but looks like he's back out here again today, feeling well. Nothing a little sleep can't help. and recover. So we'll see how he does and if that ankle bothers him or not. Pravatsky tries to drop it in from the top of the slot there, and Mankato shovels it out for an ice. And we'll reset back down into the Mankato zone. It's probably pretty quiet here. It's kind of big and cavernous, so I can kind of put my podcasting voice on. And I won't have to go in the red here because it is pretty quiet. All the crowd is on the other side. I'm perched over here by myself. Probably $120 seats for a Mankato game, you would think. Strube goes down, loses the puck. Now Mankato crosses the ice, and they get by Sarazin's shot, and a save by Asa as Mankato split the defense there, and Sarazin couldn't keep up. So we'll get Asa going here early with just about 2 or 3 minutes into the game here. 10:04 left in the first. So we got Unke and Rink back at defense here. And Wenkus, Dahl, Berg up front. Great line. Successful line for us. Squirtacular last weekend. And we will need it again today. No music here in Mankato today. The game before us had some nice tunes. Rink now picks it back up at neutral ice. Unke slips it over Dahl's direction, banks it off the boards. Leo now chases it down into the corner, centering back out front, looking for Wenkus. Rink takes a slap shot right into the knee pads of a Maverick. And now Mavericks recover and drop it down into the Eden Prairie zone. Unke tries to shove it back out. Puck comes loose, back out to Rink. Rink finds Wenkus cross ice. Wenkus loses it, and then he just dumps it down, chips it in low as Berg goes to recover it down behind the goal line. Berg goes down, no call on that. Over to Dahl. Dahl back out to Sarazin at the point off the bench. Sarazin back down to Dahl, back to Sarazin again. Sarazin fires one in there, looking for the deflection off Berg, and they couldn't get it. And now Dahl tries to hold it. He can't. And Mankato picks it up, now brings it back into the Eden Prairie zone, drops it off. His buddy wasn't looking for that. And now Berg back over to Wenkus. Wenkus fires a long one in from the blue line as Eden Prairie cycles through a shift change. And Mankato brings it back up ice. Drops in a neutral zone and then over into the Eden Prairie zone, down behind the net. Sarazin there to pick it up. Mankato got it shot, chip shot, wide right. Need to be a little bit faster on the puck here, boys. One-timer, wide right again. Christian now slaps it up ice a little bit further. Mankato able to hold it, and it goes out of play with 8:12 left in the first period. Dillon tries to clear it out, chips it up along the far side. Mankato slaps it back down low in the corner. Centered pass out front again. There it is, shot. And a puck is loose out front, look out. And Asa able to feather it out of the crease. And now we're going to get a hook here on Eden Prairie. And Mankato will go up on a one-man advantage here for 1:30. As Tristan Sarazin comes away with a hook on that one. All right, so the boys moving right to left here for the first. Will go on their first penalty kill of the game. At 7:45 left and remaining in the first. Shot off the pads. Big rebound off the Aces pads. And Leo picks up the loose puck and drops it up. Tries to chip it up a little bit further through the neutral zone over on the penalty box side. He picks up the loose puck again. Drops it in. Tries a backhanded shot. Chip shot. Tries to flick it in there, and it's a save by Mankato. Now Mankato back in action again. Charlie pushes him wide just like he's supposed to. And Wenkus picks it up, and he chips it out of the zone again, back to neutral, and Mankato will have to reset back in their zone with 53 seconds left on the power play. Puck took an odd bounce off the base. And Mankato gets a shot off. As Rink now sends it down ice. That'll be an icing on Eden Prairie. 33 seconds left in the penalty kill. And 6:47 on the clock. Period number 1. Christian slings it all the way around to the near side. Rink picks it up at the half wall. That gets away from him, and now Eden Prairie able to clear it back out to neutral again. Stubbs on the chase. And Mankato is still forced to reset. Penalties clear. Eden Prairie full strength again. Eden Prairie D there. We're going to get another penalty. That's going to be on who? I did not see that. That's going to be a penalty on Mr. Rink here with 6:07 left. So just as quickly as we cleared that first penalty, we get a chance to go and kill another one. Mankato chips it back to the high slot. Shot over the top of Asa Volk. Now pass, back out, centering pass again. Eden Prairie gets a stick on it and just sends it off its direction just a little bit. Good play by Eden Prairie to kill that one. Shot again off the pads. And Christian now tries to slap it up over on the far side half wall. And Eden Prairie clears it for another icing with 30 seconds left on the rink penalty. Excuse me. Strube sends it into the corner. Chip shot around, rims it around over to Heller. Heller then slaps it back up ice again out to neutral. That won't be an ice. It is an ice. Looked like the Mankato player touched it. Apparently he did not. So 17 seconds left on the Mankato power play. We will do this again. Puck back out to the top of the circle. Oh, they cross ice over to the top. They pinch in a little bit. Deflection wide right by Mankato as they got a shot off. Now they curl around again. Back over to the far circle. Drop it back to the point. Here comes a shot again. He's got a seam looking out. Two Mankato players crash the net. Ace has got some rebounds here. There he goes. He sucks up that puck right into his chest. And the penalty is over, and Eden Prairie back on full strength again, actually, for a little bit of time. As we just cross over the 5-minute mark left, still scoreless here in the first. Mankato drops it down behind the net. Dillon over there slaps it up, looking for Wenkus. Wenkus picks it up, chips it forward a little bit. He's got Dahl leading in the front. Mason shot. Puck is loose on the rebound. Look out. There it is again. We saw this last week. Oh. Leo gets 2 shots off there. Now puck back from Dahl. I'm sorry, that was Dylan. Over to Leo. There's Dahl. He knocks it in. That's offside on Eden Prairie. 4:18 on the clock. Last day in January today, January 31st. Now comes February. What a horrible month February is. They say if you can live through February, you'll probably live the rest of the year. Rink unable to hold it. Picks it up. Looking over to Pravatsky over on the near side. Skis, as they call him on the bench. Heller now behind the net, looking out. Strube does an end-over-end cartwheel there, and Mankato back up ice again into the Eden Prairie zone. They curl over to the far side. Rink gets beat again. You can't get beat by these guys today. They're too good. And shot wide right. And Mavericks have to regroup. Now Mavericks get it back. They seem to be winning the races here early in the first, rather, as Mavs seem to have a little bit more momentum than Eden Prairie does. Dylan now off the bench, over engages, pulls the puck away. Nice defensive play by Dylan. Now puck back over into the near side. Stubbs brings it up ice. He curls over into the front. Oh, he gets it popped away on his backhand there. But he stays on the puck. Puck now back over onto the near side. Mankato now looking to exit the zone. Back up to Eden Prairie's zone. They enter. Dylan again through the stick and through the hands. Punches it back out to neutral. And Mankato again regroups here over on the near side. They get it over into the near side, cross the blue line. And bring it into the slot. Move it over to the far corner. Now bring it back again, looking for a centering pass out there. Oh, nice stick by Asa. Foul ball, slap shot. Nothing on it. And they bring it back to the dot. Look out, gentlemen. Let's clear it out of the zone. And Mankato able to hold it. That looked like it's offsides to me. 2:01 remaining. Dylan now looking up ice. Nobody touches it, and we get an offside on Eden Prairie with $1:53 left in the first period of this game down here at Mankato. Mankato playing well down inside Eden Prairie zone. They're getting a lot of opportunities in the house, in the triangle. Now Eden Prairie back up ice again. Leo fends off a couple Mavericks there. We got Wenkus coming to the center. Leo still behind the net. Back to the point to Rink. Rink fires one in there. Dahl tries to flick it in a little bit further. He can't. Now Mankato back over to the hash marks. Ooh, intercepted pass by Leo. Leo dusts it off. Tries to get something going, and Mankato picks it back up and brings it back up ice. Back into the Eden Prairie zone again. Nice boom move by the forward. Shot again. Asa attentive there. Covers it up with his pads. And we are closing in on 1 minute remaining. Still 0-0. Mankato wins the draw again. Fired shot in there wide left. Sarazine picks it up for behind his own net. Now backhands it up, looking for Heller. Strube picks it up. No call on that. And they cross ice. And Christian chases it back in his own zone again. Curls around from Right to left, shoots it up the far side of the rink. Strube again, picks it up. Seems like we were just here a minute ago. 36 seconds left. Back over to Pravatsky at the half wall. Strube looking for the outlet. Miss Pravatsky. Christian loses his stick. And slow motion. Oh, almost there. As Strube had the guy's stick tied up. 3 seconds left. Now that's going to do it. Eden Prairie knotted up here at the end of one against the Mankato Gold team. Saw in the news this morning, kind of sad news. There was a Zamboni driver killed in a Zamboni accident in Fort Collins, Colorado. I thought that would be something I'd want to share with you all today. Thoughts and prayers to the Zamboni driver and his family. Freak accident. Apparently he backed into a partially open door at a rink in Fort Collins, Colorado. Died on a Zamboni. Not something you hear every day. So who knew? Everybody wants to be a Zamboni driver until someone gets killed. Anyways, on that note, hope you guys are having a good Saturday. All right, Joe, extending the intermission a little bit here, finishing up his thoughts. He wants to win this one. You can tell. You can see it in his eyes. All right, reversing directions. Everybody's getting set to start number 2, 12 minutes on the clock. Stubbs at center, Rink and Strube in the backfield as Unke may be taking a little bit of a break, resting that ankle. Rink picks it up, tries to slap it up, out clear the zone. Shot for Mankato wide right. Now Eden Prairie tries to center it out to mid-ice, and Mankato picks it back up again, drops it back. Rink breaks off. Now we got an odd man advantage there as Rink bit on that one. Back to the point again. Another firing shot. Rink decides to duck instead of take one into the face mask. And now Strube. Kellen Strube races up. Tries to connect with it. And Mankato sends it back in the Eden Prairie direction. Rink curls around, looking back up ice again. Strube gets it knocked away again. Can definitely tell, maybe not the same level of energy that the boys had against the California team last weekend. But Mankato is here to play. Fugazi is his name for Mankato. Now Rink streaks up the far side and comes off, dumps the puck, and Eden Prairie gets a new line out on the ice. Back to Strube. Strube tries to reset, waiting. He just stops. Never good to stop in hockey. And shot, score over the right shoulder of Asa. And if Asa has a weak point, that isn't it. You won't be able to tell what Asa's weak point is. Excuse me. All right, so Mankato goes up 1-0 on Eden Prairie here. Kind of how it played out in New Hope for the championship, too. Close game. These two teams pretty evenly matched. But now Eden Prairie needs to dig deep here as they are losing the shot on goal number 11-3. A lot of skating, not a whole lot of shooting. Berg gets pinned over on the boards, gets knocked over. We're going to get a penalty now on Eden Prairie, or on Mankato, for boarding. And so Eden Prairie now going to go up on their first power play of the game with 10 minutes left in the second. See if they can get one back. We need some inspiration from our scorers, Leo, Mason. Joe calling out directions here. And we got a question here coming up. Coach asked what the call was. His body checking. Oh, we got 2 in the box. I did not see that. So we have a 5-on-3 here for a minute. And Christian picks it up. And I don't know what that call was. You know, when you're looking through the camera, you don't see off to the side. So if things happen kind of behind the play, your guess is as good as mine, I guess. If I had a buddy up here, they'd let me know. All right, now, Christian to Rink. Rink. Over to Sarrazine. Mankato picks it up from behind their own net. 34 seconds left on the 2-man advantage. Christian back to the point, to the slot. Sarrazine fires one, deflected high off the net, or off a stick over the net. Now Berg, 22 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Rink. Back over to Berg. Berg fires a shot. Oh, went all over the pipe and crossbar. Now Mason down low again. 8 seconds left. Good kill by Mankato. As the puck now flounders over into the near side, Rink picks it up from behind the net again. Rink tries to center it out, and just a little too casually there. Now Mavericks back to full strength again. As Eden Prairie scuttles a great opportunity there to get one back on the board. Dillon now charges up the near side. He loses it, tries to pick it back up again. As he circles back behind the net, Mason tries to hold it. We're not going to get it, and that's going to be an ice on Mankato. Mankato chopping up the ice fast. Charlie's able to intercept it and send it back down Mankato direction. Heller picks it up over on the near side as it was slung around behind the Mankato net. Mavericks try to pick it back up again. They move the puck well and they make good passes. They don't make many mistakes as they're pretty well disciplined. They are not playing in district hockey either, I was told, so they play an independent schedule. I don't know how that works, but they do. Now Rink back, drops it over to Strube behind the net. Strube circles back, gonna exit it back out to Rink again across the boards. And the puck still meandering around to the Eden Prairie zone. Now Heller tries to move it up ice. And Mankato there to put a stick on it and deflect its progress. Now Mankato back in their own zone, fires across ice over into the neutral zone. They drop it down as they get a shift change. Strube now picks it up behind his own net. Oh, tries to send it up over to the hash marks. They can't do that as Mankato was there to intercept. Now back to the slot again. And behind the net, Mankato now sends it out to the point. Fired shot in there. Now Stubbs off to the races. He has a lane, fired shot in there off the face mask of Mankato. And just as soon as we get a shot off, Mankato back up ice again. They're making some shift changes as well. They get some new players on. And Richards, player of the game yesterday, tried to chip it out to Leo. All of that went off target. Back to the point, shot into knee pads of a Maverick. Richards again fires one in there. Centered out in front, and Mavericks, someone wants it. Leo comes back with it again, backhands it through the middle and through the crease. Still no Eden Prairie player there to answer. Now Leo again back entering the zone again. Toe drag all the way through. There it is, shot. Oh. It's just Eden Prairie just lacking a little edge today. Ooh, big shot in off the pads of Asa, and he saves a rebound as well, as Asa's letting some big rebounds bounce off today. So a couple nice opportunities for Eden Prairie. Can't capitalize on it. And we still find ourselves down by one with 5:30 remaining in the second. Wenkus chases into the near side corner, back to the point. Strube sends it in the direction on net. Mason now sends it back out front again. And there's a couple Mavericks there with their sticks down. Now Henry Dahl knocked into the boards off the puck. And puck comes back out to neutral. Oh, look out. Asa missed the cover on that one as the puck took a weird bounce. And now a centering pass. Nobody could get their stick on it, including Charlie there. Charlie now back up ice to Wenkus. Wenkus goes down, and Rink there. Oh, almost had it on the rebound. Tried to center it out front. He can't. Now Strube picks it up again. He sends it over to Rink. Ooh, Rink blows a tire at the blue line over on the far side. Now we got a bunch of stick whacking going on over there on the far side dot. Back to the point. Almost a one-timer there, couldn't connect. Rink picks it up on the near side. Sends it another crazy bounce off the boards. He was looking up ice to Heller. And they couldn't connect. Engage defense. Leo over to Pravatsky. Pravatsky back to Leo. Leo fires a shot in there. Oh, again off the crossbar. He's had two like that today. Sarazine now holds it. Drops it back down. Heller chases behind the net. Heller sends it in nobody's direction. 2:59 left. And Sarazine back recovers it. Picks it back up again. Looking for Richards up in the neutral zone. Richards slowly into the Mankato zone. Shot, score by Decker. And Eden Prairie ties it up with 2:43 left in the second. It was just a matter of time before these Eagles got on the board. No time like the present, I guess, as we come to the end of the second period. Mankato sets it up in the neutral zone, drops it over into the far side corners of Eden Prairie zone. Sarazine picks it up. He gets it pulled away. Pass out front. They can't connect. And there goes another one bouncing out, and Mankato has to reset back in their own zone. Now Eden Prairie sensing a little bit of a momentum shift. Oh, there it was again. They just couldn't handle it. Now Christian banks it behind his board, or his net. Over to Dahl on the far side half wall. Dahl tries to muster some energy to get it up the board. Sarazine now trapped over in the corner. Puck bounces back over Christian's direction. Comes back out to the point again. Mankato pinching. Shot. Oh, there's another rebound off the chest pads. And Henry Dahl there to pick it up. And he dumps it down into the Mavericks zone. We're going to get an icing on Eden Prairie with 1 minute and 11 seconds left. Mankato off the draw to the point, back deflected off Leo, and Mankato recovers. Now down the near side, Wenkus now moving up ice. He's got some speed. Come on, Mason. Let it loose. There it is. Shot, score! And Eden Prairie puts two in the last 2 minutes of the second period, and to go ahead by one. 5-hole by Wenkus. Rink thought Strube was going to get it. Strube thought Rink was going to get it. No harm there. Leo back up ice. He takes it wide left, curling towards the net, now behind his own net. Back to Dahl. Dahl back to Leo again. Leo banks it off the net, looking for someone out front. Rink able to hold it, drops it back in down behind. Puck bounces back out to the near side. Strube keeps it, holds it. Now Dahl needs to get to the net. Leo playing with it over in the near side corner. 11 seconds left. Puck now back out. And Mavericks try to bring it up ice. 4 seconds left. Shot by Fugazi. Knocks Strube's stick off. Look out. And that's it. End of 2. Eden Prairie gets 2 on the board there in the last couple minutes to take the lead going into the third period. And trying to build on that as they're looking for their second win of the weekend. If we could go 3-0 this weekend, that would be fantastic. A nice successful weekend. Went 4-0 last weekend. We can go 3-0 this weekend. Win 7 in a row. Whew, that would be nice. Big crowd gathered here today. Look at it. I mean, it's big crowds here. All right, Eagles break the huddle. Both teams back out again. And we got a final 12 minutes. Eden Prairie by 1. Here we need to get a couple more insurance goals. As we get underway. Sarrazin now drops it up ice. Heller lunges for it, tries to grab it. He can't. Puck now over in front of the Mankato bench on the near side. And Mankato slings it around to the far side. Dillon there waiting patiently for the puck to arrive in his area. And he drops it back to Sarrazin. Now Sarrazin enters a neutral zone up to Richards. Richards just dumps it off. Boy, the Eden Prairie guys can't hold on to their sticks today. I don't know what it is, but I don't know how many different players have lost that stick. Sarrazin back to Christian. Christian back up to Heller. Heller dumps it in behind the net, off the backboards. Now chases it down low. Back out to Dillon again. Dillon fires one in there wide right. And we get an offside as Sarrazin there got a stick on it and deflected the pass. Yeah, for some reason, a lot of the Eden Prairie players just having their sticks knocked out of their hands. Don't know what that's about. Mankato crosses ice, now back into the Eden Prairie zone, down low. Charlie tries to push him into the corner. Nice play by Charlie on the turnover. Back up to Dahl. Dahl now brings it back to neutral. Wenkus and Leo now. Wenkus down back to Leo. Bad, good pass. Oh, on a backhand. Mason almost had it there. Great play by Eden Prairie. Now Mankato comes back up ice again. They dump it as they cycle through a couple new players. Send it down over the far side. Strube now sends it up. Nobody looking. And Mankato player picks it up. Now 3-on-1 to Charlie. And shot goes wide right. Shot, score. Mankato ties it on a backdoor pass. 9:52 on the clock. Christian sends it up ice. Mankato picks it up over on the near side. They try to bring it back up, clear their zone. Eden Prairie unable to hold. As they recycle it back in their own zone now. Cross ice over onto the far side. We got 3-on-2. Shot off the blocker of Asa. Now Dillon, foot race behind the net. Chops it over to Sarrazin. Sarrazin looking up ice. Had Pravatsky there. Sarrazin sees an opening. He's going all the way. He looks like it. Over to the dot. Shot. Oh, there it is. Puck's up in front. Loose. Pravatsky tries to slap at it. Puck is still loose, and it bounces back out to the far side, and Mankato now back on the rush. They bring it up ice, and icing waved off as Dillon picks it back up. Back to Sarrazin. Sarrazin dumps it back far side. Looking for Leo up at center ice. Now Now Mankato sends it back into the Eden Prairie zone, icing 8-18. All right, the time is now to press, to turn up the heat. So Unky played a little bit today. Hasn't been back in the game since the first period. So ankle's still bothering him. Mankato tried to pop it out back over to Strube at center. Now Leo's got Dahl. Dahl on the backhand shot and can't get enough on it. And Mankato now slings it around back up ice again. Enter the Eden Prairie zone. Rink poke checks it away. Nice poke check. And Mankato cycles it around again to the far side to Strube. Strube punches it up. Leo there picks it up. He's got Dahl 2-on-1. Dahl again on the backhand. Oh, he just can't connect on it. Back to the backhand on Rink. Rink back to Winkus on the forehand shot. And a save. Now far side, Strube able to hold it. Leo now fires one in there. Oh, it just almost made it in off a deflection. Now Strube gets beat on the poke check. 1-on-1. Oh, he just devoured Charlie there. Backhand save for Mesa. Charlie is still picking up his breezers off of the ice and now chases it over to the far near side half wall. Sends it over to Leo. Leo now enters through the center, tries to toe drag it through. Shot, score! And Leo brings Eden Prairie back up by 1 with 6:43 left, as he just never gave up. Great effort by Leo Berg. Centered out front again, looking for Richards. Richards couldn't take any action on that. Back to the point to Sarazine. Sarazine fires one in there. Glove save. And a whistle. Mankato can't enter the zone, Eden Prairie zone. Now they're forced to regroup back in their zone. Good pressure by Eden Prairie. Sarazine's exiting pass couldn't quite connect. And Mankato able to still bring it back into the Eden Prairie zone. Now they fight for it over on the near side half wall. Back to the point. He's got a lane to shoot. Shoot the puck if you're going to shoot it. All right, we're back up live again. I received a phone call and it knocked me out of the game. I apologize for that. So we have to start it up again. So with 5:13 left, we missed about 20 seconds of the third period here. Rink now drops it in. Back centering pass from Heller. And now Strube picks it up at mid-ice. Mankato now trying to get some pressure on. Look out. Needs strong defense here towards the end of the game. Mankato back out to the point. They fire one in there. Asa escorts it wide right. Now again, point blank shot. as Eden Prairie's standing around waiting for it. Now Pravatsky over to Wenkus on the far side. Wenkus loses control. Puck back out to the point. Strube tries to hold it in. Look at Kellen, just a beast over on the blue line there. Just gets squashed like a bug. In the process. Oh, pass out front shot. Oh, and no goal. No goal called. With 3:54 left. Eden Prairie just standing around here. And they get it. And Mankato ties it up again. 3-3 with 3:48 left. Face off, Christian can't control it. Now 2-on-1. Shot, save for Mesa. Good recovery after that goal. Mankato sends it in again. Puck's loose, a lot of rebounds here, and Asa able to cover it. 3:34 left. It almost seems like Eden Prairie's on a penalty kill right now. They just don't seem to have any fire under them. As there's a lot of watching going on. Sorry to be critical here, but I know that they have more in them than this. Dillon over to Sarrazine. Sarrazine dusts it up to Dahl. Dahl on the half wall up to Leo. Leo now brings it down, fighting for it. Still got puck control. He's still got control. Back out to Wenkus. And Wenkus gets a shot off and a cover by Mankato with 3:12 left. Knotted up, trois et trois in French. Mankato off the face-off. They win the face-off. They send it up to the far side. Curl back to mid-ice. Now enter the Eden Prairie zone with some speed. Oh, shot off the crossbar and out of play. With 2:55 left. Mankato back out to the point. Needs some hustle by Eden Prairie. Now Richards attacks the puck over on the far side. Gets ridden off. Come back at it again, Crosby. Now Rink engages on the near side. Back to Strube. Strube recycles back over to the far side. Red line. Eden Prairie now again offside. No offside on that one. Crosby chases down low. Over to the near side again. Puck exits the scrum, back out to Rink at red line. Rink looks at some options. Now he engages, takes it to the dot. Looking for a curl around. What's he doing? Drops it off and he loses it. And now we got a breakaway. 2-on-0. Shot, score. Eden Prairie now needs to fight back hard with 1:57 left. And we get an offside on Eden Prairie. All right, Eden Prairie needs to do what they did at the end of the second period. Pravatsky now over on the near side. Sends it back over to Declan Heller on the far side. Sarazine playing well today. Curls around, moves up ice. He's got some room. He gets it pucked away, centered out front again. There, Heller not quite there with the stick on the ice. Back to Christian, fires one in there, bouncer. Heller now, puck comes out, the net comes off, and we have 1 minute and 2 seconds left. And Eden Prairie pulls Asa off. We're going to send Charlie back on for the last minute. Deflected, Eden Prairie brings it back, regroups to Sarazine. Sarazine over to Christian. Christian up to Wenkus. Now we got 4 entering the zone. Wenkus goes down on the far side. 44 seconds left. Sarazine picks it back up. Looking for Rink. Down low. Rink now brings it back up again. 32 seconds left. Over to Leo. Back in front again. 22 seconds left. Mankato can't hold it. And shot goal. Mankato wins 5-3 with 14 seconds left. One second. That's it. Mankato wins. Eden Prairie, or wins the game. Eden Prairie 3, Mankato 5. And that'll do it here from the Mayo Clinic Event Center. Eden Prairie down and goes down in a ball of flames here in the third period. We'll regroup tomorrow back